What is up everyone, this is just going to be a quick video on how I approach throw breaking. So I thought like, what are the few areas of my game that is lacking compared to the rest, and one of the biggest ones is, in my opinion, is throw breaking. So yeah, this is just how I go about throw breaking and practicing, because in tournament when your opponent knows that you're weak at, you know, throw breaking, it's one of the things that they can exploit. Okay, so you want to pick there's three types of throws in general in Tekken. So a 1 throw which you have to press 1 to break, a 2 throw which you have to press 2 to break, and 1+2, so you have to press 1+2 to break it. So you want to pick like a character like Dragunov or a Hwoarang or Jack, someone that has 3 types of grabs. So we're gonna set him to do I think it's like forward 1+4, which is his 1 grab, and then 2+3 is his 2 grab, and obviously 1+2 is his 1+2 grab. So okay, here we go. So that's 1. This is 2, and forward 1+2 is his 1+2 throw. Right, so you just wanna, so we have 3 move list to repeat action, so that means that it's gonna do each throw randomly, so you can't really predict like what throw he's gonna throw out. So as you can see, that's a 1 throw, that's 1+2, that's 2, 1+2, 1+2, 1+2. So it's random, so you can't really predict what he's gonna do. And what you want to do is you want to practice breaking them, and you want to try and aim for like 10 throw breaks in a row. And you want to do this on both sides, so player 1 and player 2. So let's try it. That's 1, that's 2, 1+2. See? So you just want to practice breaking throws on player 1, and then you want to switch. Actually, no, wait. Let's do this one. Yeah. So his arms kind of switch. So okay, I'll show you again. On player 1, it's like 1 is his left, like the left arm, the left shoulder coming forward, and obviously 2 is the right shoulder, and 1+2 is both of them. But when you switch sides, it gets kind of confusing because let me set it again. Yeah, so his it's reversed, so his left is now his right. Do you know what I mean? So it's like his right is left now. So you kind of just have to be careful. So his back arm, okay, that's a better way to describe it. So his arm that's in the background is now 1, and his arm that's in front is 2. And obviously when he grabs you with both, it's 1+2. So see, it's 1. That was 1, but I was late. 1, 1+2, 1, 1+2. Ah! So it's kind of confusing on player 2. So you just have to be careful. But what I like to do is obviously, like, you can just sit here like a robot and, you know, break throws on both sides and whatever, and you will improve this way. But in my opinion, I think the best character to do this with is Hwoarang, because when you break the 1+2, it switches sides. And if you put I like to kind of like test my throw breaking with the short interval, so you can do the normal interval, so it kind of like changes the time at which the, you know, like the space in between it performs the actions. So I like to do short because it kind of like, I just have to break in throws and keep having to look at arms and stuff. So if you put it to short, you like, if the opponent starts spamming throws, the interval is short, kind of, do you know what I mean? So if you put it to normal, it kind of like trains you to break throws in training mode, and short, it prepares you for actual matches. So what I like to do, let's switch to Hwoarang and break throws, because obviously his 1+2 throw changes sides. So let's try that real quick. Come on. PS4 loading times are actually crazy, honestly. I need a PC. Alright, so we're gonna have to set the throws again. So okay, so this quarter circle back 3 is his 1 throw, this is 2, and this is 1+2. So this is difficult because when you break the 1+2 throw, it switches sides, so you have to kind of like, you have to make a mental note and then like adjust your throw breaking. So when you're looking at arms, you kind of have to like swap in this situation, the forward arm would be 1, and the back arm would be 2. But then when you switch sides, the back arm would now be 1, and the forward arm would be 2. So it kind of switches over, and obviously 1 plus 2 stays the same. So let's start from player 1 and try and break throws, and then when it switches to 1 plus 2, it switches sides. So that was 2, 1, I was late, 1 plus 2. So now see, it switches sides, and then you have to kind of like make a mental note quickly, or quick enough to be able to break throws on the opposite side. So let's try it again. 2. I'm waiting for the 1 plus 2. See, now it's hard for me to break throws because it's so quick and you have to make a mental note. So 1, 1. Come on, throw me 1 plus 2. Yep. Alright, now mental note, that was 1, 1, 2. Ah, it was 2. Come on. 1, 1, 2. 1 plus 2. Now switch sides. 1, 1, 1. Come on, I broke that. Come on, I broke that. So that's just one way you can break throws. That's how I like practicing. And I'd say the difficult throw breakers, breaking throws against characters are probably like Jack and King, because for example, I'm gonna pick Jack now, and like it's hard to see his arms because he's got such a weird body, and like in season 3 how they added those I think they're presets, and he has some crazy presets honestly, and it's really hard to see. Like you can look at arms, and you can look at hands, and you can look at shoulders as well. That's another way to tell like which arm they're using. And for bigger characters, it's easier to look at their shoulders, but even Jack, like his shoulders are like weird to see. So let's just show you an example, because yeah, Jack is I think Jack and King are probably the most difficult characters to throw break against because of their like irregular throws. Like for example, even Giant Swing from King, it looks like a 1 plus 2 throw, but it's 1. Okay, so let's set his moves to throws. Alright, so I think this is 1. I'm not sure, I'm not familiar with Jack's throws, but okay, let's I'm pretty sure this is 2. So, and then let's try a 1 plus 2. Let's see. Let's pick this one. Let's see if we can. Okay, that's 1, 1 plus 2, and 2. Alright, so look, like, okay, you can easily see the 1 plus 2, but it's kind of hard to see the differences in between the arms. So let's see. Okay, 1, 1 again, 1, 1 plus 2. What? And this is the thing. Some throws have like a smaller window to break the throw. So I think Dragunov, his command throws have like a shorter window, because it feels like Hwoarang's, it has like a bit of a larger window to break them, and so does King's. Like his, I think, have shorter window to break them. I'm not too sure, but I know for sure that Dragunov has a smaller window to break his throws. So yeah, just be careful in throw breaking. Like even it's hard for me to see. That was 2. That was 2. Yeah. 1 plus 2. Come on. Alright, let's go. So it's you just need to practice, and I'm gonna show you Kings quickly as well, because Kings are quite difficult. Like I think the most difficult one is probably Giant Swing, because it looks like a 1 plus 2, but it's 1. So I'll show you what I mean. But as I said, my throw breaking isn't the best, so I just want to keep practicing, keep improving. And the thing is, like, throw breaking in clutch situations, so like when you look at Koreans and other like high level players, they're able to, even when they're performing a move, they're still able to break throws, even though like they've, okay, let's say for example I press 4-1 and they throw me just as I'm about to press it, or as it comes out, but they throw me before the move connects, right? And let's say he does like a 1 plus 2 throw, they're able to just press 1 plus 2 even though they're still doing a move. And this is what you need to practice. But for sure you need to get your just regular throw breaking down. Like if you're just, you know, playing neutral and they dash in and throw you, you need to be able to react. So let's just set his throws quickly. I'm gonna set Giant Swing because his command throws are just the same as any other character. They're just one is 1 break, a 2 for obviously 2 break, and 1+2 is 1+2 break. But one throw in particular, Giant Swing, is quite difficult to break, so I'm gonna show you what I mean. Wait, what? Okay. He's got so many moves. Alright, this is Giant Swing, I'm pretty sure. See, it looks like a 1+2, like, okay, his left arm is slightly in front, but it still looks like a 1+2 because both arms come out. So it's 1, but it looks like 1+2, and let me show you the difference between a Giant Swing and an actual 1 throw, because I'm pretty sure this is 1. Yeah, this is 1. So that's Giant Swing, and that's 1. Do you see how far the arm goes out when it's a 1? And Giant Swing, the difference is really big. So, and when he's throwing out 1+2 throws as well, so I'm pretty sure this is 1. So let's throw out a 1+2. They look basically the same, honestly. Like, I can't even tell which is Giant Swing and what is 1+2 because they both look the same. See, okay, let's try and, yeah, see, it's really hard, so you have to really practice that. In particular, Giant Swing is really difficult to break when you're like worried about 1+2, 1, 2. Yeah, so I'd just say start with normal characters like Dragunov, Hwoarang, Jack, who else has command throws? Heihachi. Yeah, and just practice breaking them on both sides, and then start picking characters that are more difficult to break, so Jack, King, and I'd also recommend breaking Hwoarang's throws because his 1+2 switches sides, so it kind of like prepares you for matches. But yeah, that's all I have to say really, so yeah man, I'm gone.